Hi, we're Robin and Graham. In our last video, we took an overnight sleeper train from Chiang Mai to the capital city of Bangkok.
Bangkok is known for its vibrant nightlife, rich culture, and most importantly, amazing street food. In this video, we partnered with a chef's tour to take us through the backstreets of Bangkok to see some local favorites.
So come along! Honestly, doing a food tour is one of mine and Graham's favorite things to do. We try to do one in at least every country that we go to. Usually we try to do it at the beginning of our trip so then we know what food we want to look for the rest of our trip. But we only have 1 week left here and the whole week is going to be in Bangkok. So what better way to orient ourselves with the good street food, the good hidden spots, than by doing a food tour.
Okay, so we have gotten going. We got introduced to our guides. We have Phone, who is our main guide, and then we have Pei, who is going to be running ahead and booking tables and getting all the foods ordered for us so we can get all of the best experience. She also said we're going to be trying 15 dishes today. It's going to be a mix of local Thai dishes, but also since we are in Chinatown, there'll be a mix of local China dishes as well. So I think we're gonna get a really good combo of flavors and spices, and I think it's gonna be an incredible experience.
Plus, it's 3 to 4 hours of eating.
Straight eating.
Perfect. So the first thing we're trying is chive cake, so green onion cake, but we're not trying it here. This nice lady, she's owned this little stand for 30 years, but there's no spot for us to sit, so we're gonna take it at the next restaurant, I believe. But I am really excited. My mouth is already watering. So the chive cake is crispy on the outside because they fry it, but then it's really kind of chewy on the inside. It's savory, which is why I like it so much. As opposed to sweet, which is more Graham's style. But she said to try it originally first, but now try it with dipping sauce.
And you're gonna have the name after.
Ooh, that's spicy. That's like a sweet and spicy dipping sauce. That is delicious.
Okay, so our next dish is pork leg stew. The place that we're at usually sells out, but they've saved some for us for trying it. It comes with the 5 Chinese spices. Can't remember exactly what all 5 of them are. She listed them a little while ago, so anyways, we're gonna give it a try. She also said it's got like stewed with sugar and stuff, so it's a little bit sweeter. I think this is gonna be really good. And it's usually served with rice, but since we're trying 15 dishes today, we're gonna save some room and just have the pork. That is so good.
That looks so tender.
It's so tender. It's been stewed for a long time. And then so the traditional Thai people eat it with a few different ingredients, I guess. So with some of this soup, if you take a lot from the bottom, it's really spicy. So put some on the pork, piece of garlic, and a tiny little piece of the bird's eye chili. I'm gonna take just the bottom so it's a little bit more edible. Teeny tiny little. Yeah, just a little bit extra. It's so good. Stop number 1 is complete. That was an amazing way to start. Robin and I saved that restaurant, so I think we'll probably go back at some point in our time here in Bangkok and get it with rice. And now that we know how to order it and how to eat it like traditional Thai people do, then I think we're going to, because that was fantastic. Okay, so our next dish is a pork skewer. It's got pineapple and turmeric on the outside, so that's what makes it the yellow flavor. But I'm gonna try it with the yellow. That's what makes it the yellow color. But I'm gonna try with the dipping sauce here now. It's a peanut sugar dipping sauce, I believe, which sounds pretty unreal to me.
Yeah.
Oh. It's kind of reminds me of like a Massaman curry, which is like a peanut curry flavor, which is absolutely delicious. This specific stand that we came to makes this so good that they serve it to the princess and like to the royal families of Thailand. So getting a special treat today.
Spring onion, celery a little bit, and then the enoki mushroom, the white one here, and the chicken and the egg. Nice. Then the noodles.
Okay, so our next dish is called Suki. It's a soup. And then we also have a spicy sauce, but I'm gonna give it a try without the spicy sauce because from what we've learned, you always have to try it itself first and then add the sauce after to make sure you get a try of both. Anyways. It's very good. It's very, very similar to some of the phas that we had in Vietnam. And as you probably can tell, that is one of our Rob and I's favorite dish to have. So I think we're gonna like this one a lot. Okay, dishes 3 and 4 done. On to the next ones.
Next up is a herbal drink. Apparently this is really, really popular with like Muay Thai fighters. Also, just in the health and beauty region, it's supposed to kind of heal you from the inside out. Definitely smells like a healthy drink. I forget the actual herb that they put in, but they soak it and squeeze it, and that's what you get. It's actually really good, I like it. So we are just walking kind of by the Chinese temple, and she was giving us a little bit about like the history here. And if you notice, there's a whole bunch of like bags lining the stores, and they're all made out of paper. And that's actually because the Chinese, she was saying something about how you can't actually bring any like real goods with you when you pass away. So then family members, friends, they'll burn that same item in a paper version, and that's how it's sent up to you, which is really cool.
It is really cool. It's just, yeah.
I would have never known.
Never known that. Also, our next dish, dish number 5, is Michelin star recommended. So I think it's gonna be pretty good. It's also Phone's favorite dish. So looking forward to this one.
And this is the king wife. Over there is the king daughter.
This restaurant has a ton of history. On the wall we were just learning is the royal family, and they eat here every New Year's, so eating amongst royalty today. There's also a very famous chef from London who came to eat here, and he recommends 7 restaurants in the world, and this is one of them. So this is like true like restaurant fame right now. One table, because you have to reserve it, one table starts at 20,000 baht. Crazy. We don't have a table reservation, so we're gonna eat outside. Okay, trying the world famous shrimp dumpling.
I can make the dumpling at home and not taste like this.
It's delicious. Definitely the best dumpling I've ever had. There's, I think, shallots on the outside.
Yeah.
And then she also put some like vinegar, balsamic vinegar on the outside as well. Oh, just terrific.
I can't come here and not try a Michelin star dumpling just because it's shrimp.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have a very fishy taste? No. Which I'm thankful for because I don't like a fishy taste. I think I would have preferred if it was like pork or chicken, but still very delicious.
If you've seen on Netflix, there's a very popular show called Street Foods Asia. And so episode 1 is Bangkok. So I watched it the other day because I knew we were coming on this tour, and I knew that one of the stalls that is mentioned in that documentary is on this tour. So she just said that that's the next stop is that spot. We just don't know which one it is. So anyways, if you got time, go check out the documentary because it's very cool and gives you a cool insight on kind of street food and life here in Bangkok.
Okay, so the next thing we're gonna try is a green curry, but it's the Chinese influence. So they changed it a little bit. They don't like eggplants, they don't like shrimp paste, so that's not in it. And it's less spicy and more coconut milk. So I'm excited because green curry is my favorite curry.
Like the cow blood.
So this one they cook the chicken with the bone, it looks like, and it doesn't look like there's like any extra veggies or anything in it. They do add pork sausage and then blood. She just said it was blood.
Wait, is this
Which is a texture thing, not a taste thing. We've gotten it in our dishes before and we didn't know what it was. It's kind of like a bread pudding texture that you're supposed to eat with everything. She says when in Rome, so. Okay, maybe a little bit smaller.
Too tiny.
Too tiny?
Yeah.
I'll take both of them.
Oh, and the sausage.
Like that's straight blood.
I'm not sure if I love the texture.
Yeah?
Doesn't taste like anything.
No,
though.
they have no taste. Yeah.
Just a texture thing. It's really good though. Okay, we just met the owner of this place and she is so sweet. We got a photo with her. This place actually used to be around the corner and it was just a stall, but they had so many customers that the customers were then blocking traffic, so the government asked them to move here so that there's more chairs for people to sit down.
Yeah.
So that just tells you how good the food was.
Yeah. And the owner that we just met was the one that you see on the Netflix show Street Food. So pretty cool. A little bit starstruck, I'd say.
So I mentioned before that they got told to move. It's because this is what it used to look like. It just covered like the sidewalk and the street, and there's so many people waiting. I can tell why. So next we are heading back to the street that we actually originally started this whole tour at, but it should have transformed into kind of more of like a walking street with lots of like food stalls, and we're gonna try a Thai spirit first. So before our next dish, to cleanse our palate a little bit, we stopped at a little stand to get some jackfruit. Okay, so here's a little hot tip for you. If you see that green bowl, it's a Thai Michelin kind of star rating. So it means it's a really, really good restaurant and the locals think it's a very good restaurant.
We can have this one after the alcohol.
I think she is collecting a little bowl of fried bugs for us to potentially try after we have the spirit that we're on our way to go drink, I think. You ate a tarantula? Yeah, apparently.
Every liquor we call lao, and sura is the tiger, dum is black. Yeah, black tiger. Oh. Yes.
Yum.
And then we have this one, it's the cricket. I like this one the best. It's the grasshopper. It tastes like shrimp, like dry shrimp. Real. Like,
Not that one.
take video. What you want to try?
The first one, the one that tastes like a French fry.
Okay, the one tastes like French fry. Moving.
Yeah, kind of. It just tastes like air, honestly. There's like...
It's nothing. It's just crunchy. It's like chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's deep
It's like a
fried.
worm chip.
Yeah. It's no.
No, you have to eat it first. Top back.
Oh, which one are you eating?
Good job. Well, we can officially say that we have eaten a bug. We both tried a bamboo worm.
Because that was the skinniest.
The skinniest, and she said it tastes like French fry, which I would say it relatively did. It tastes kind of like
No.
an airy French fry.
No, it didn't taste anything like a French fry.
I thought it was like, you like bite down and it doesn't like crunch, it just kind of like compresses.
I was expecting it to be like crispy and like break apart when it hit my teeth, and when it didn't and it just like compressed, I panicked and then I just swallowed it whole. So now I can say I don't have to ever try one again.
Yep, we've tried our bugs.
So the next thing that we are trying is durian, and we've seen this throughout our whole travel here in Southeast Asia, but apparently in Thai they like it when it's less ripe, so it's less smelly and it's got a firmer texture. But in the previous countries that we had traveled to, apparently they like to eat it when it's more ripe, so more fragrant, if you would say so, and like a mushier texture. So I'm really curious to see, because this is the fruit that like some people have signs like you can't bring it in because it's so smelly. Like it has such a ripe flavor or a ripe smell. So I'm curious. I'm really curious what it actually tastes like. You have to get pretty close to smell it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's my favorite. The texture is like an avocado. I have no idea what it tastes like. It did not smell like how it tastes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's for me. Graham?
It's nothing. It's like buttery.
You have to take a bigger bite than that.
That was a big bite. The flavor's fine. The texture is not fine. I feel like I just took a bite of butter.
That's strange, because for me, texture, fine. Taste, not okay for me. It was bold. It's a very bold flavor.
Okay, so our next dish is called Hangover soup. So it's got some noodles and some pork chunks in it as well, and then looks like some green onion as well. Oh, it's very peppery. Okay, the Hangover pepper soup was incredible. Now we're off to try some soy sauce ice cream.
Yeah.
This is not your average food tour.
No.
We're not trying pad thai. We're not trying the common curries. We're eating bugs. We're having soy sauce ice cream, Hangover soup.
Durian.
This is great. Okay, we have our soy sauce ice cream. I'm expecting it to actually be surprisingly good because like the sweet and salty combination is always delicious. And they use the same soy sauce that they used for our chive cake that we had originally, so I think it's a little sweeter.
Smell it. You just like smell it.
If someone just gave this to me, I don't think I would be able to tell it was soy sauce flavor.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's not a strong soy sauce flavor. It's really good.
Just in the most like back streets of Bangkok ever. So cool.
Yeah, I got a lot of seafood.
Okay, we've got sour mango with a sour fish sauce mix with a bunch of stuff. It's got onions, dried shrimp, coriander,
Lots of
sugar, all kinds of stuff. So give it a try. It's sweet, but also kind of sour from the mango, but also a little spicy because of the green pepper or the green chili, right? It's good.
Next up we have fried morning glory, which is like one of my favorites. So I'm excited to give it a go.
It's really good. I like this one a lot.
Whoa! Something was very spicy, but that was very good. Just hit the back of my throat. So the sauce that it's in has a really bold flavor because it's got sugar, so it's like sweet, but then it's kind of cut by like the soy sauce, oyster sauce, fish sauce, all of that that's put in there. This is honestly, I usually get it with like minced pork and rice, and that's how I really like it. But this is delicious. This is really good.
That's good sauce.
How is it? Good?
Not bad off the first one. It's really good. Not as fishy as you think, but and a fun experience eating it. So.
Okay, let me show you guys one more time what we have inside there. This one is the original of the tom yum soup. This one, the name in Thai, we don't call tom yum. We call pok tek. The soup is made from the chicken bone.
Okay, so we've got the original tom yum soup now, also known as bok tae. Bok
P-O-H-T-A-K.
Bok tae, maybe. Okay, so it's got galango chunks, squid, it has grouper fish, mushrooms, some lemongrass. The main difference between this one and the tom yum soup that you would typically get at a restaurant is that there's no coconut milk in this one. So I'm gonna try the broth first. This very good. It's a little sour, almost like a lime sour.
Oh.
It's very yummy. I got a piece of squid. I'm gonna try it. Not sure the squid's for me. I think it's a texture thing with the squid. It's very, very dense and chewy. But that's alright. I'll try some grouper instead. That bite was really spicy. It tastes very, very similar to like a jackfish or a pikefish that we have back in Saskatchewan.
Okay, moving past some of the seafood, we now have mango steam, which we actually tried in our cooking class in Chiang Mai, and I loved it. I wish we would have known about it sooner, but we were nervous to try it, mainly because we didn't know what part to eat and how to open it. So you push the bottom. And then you eat this white part, but sometimes they have seeds in it, so just be
You
careful.
can find it, but not good quality, baby.
Wow, these are good.
Okay, so we just left our seafood, T&K seafood restaurant.
That
Apparently,
place is really famous apparently.
I didn't even know that
And it was
going in there.
Massive.
It just kept
there's
going.
So much seating outside, and then there's 4 levels of it, and it's just like all weaved in throughout each other. It's crazy.
And the food that they had was unbelievable. I had my first shellfish of our trip. Honestly, I've been a bit scared to order it myself. Very glad we got it on this tour. Maybe I'll have it one more time because it was absolutely delicious. I know lots of very cool experiences on this tour.
Before anyone says anything about me not trying seafood, because it's not usually my favorite, I tried everything. I just didn't film it. And I just had a little bit of it, but I tried.
She's been an absolute trooper with the seafood, so I'm very proud of her. Got some donuts from a Michelin-recommended donut guy.
We got a little dipping sauce for it too, which is pandan coconut milk custard. So I think that's going to be very sweet. I don't know what pandan tastes like, but it's definitely very custardy. Pretty good. I really quite like it with the custard.
Huge donut.
10 out of 10.
And we're gonna have the mango.
So good.
The
So
purple
this is
color
our
on the side
last
is the
dish of
butterfly
this
pea
whole
flower.
tour, which is crazy. We've been eating for hours. It's mango sticky rice, which is one of my favorite desserts because it's got a little bit of salt with the sweet. So you have the fresh mango, and then this is just rice with coconut, like sweetened coconut milk. The reason why this one is purple is because they use a butterfly pea flour that they use to dye it. I don't think it changes the taste or anything like that. I think it's just for aesthetic.
You like crispy cream? No, I like crispy one.
Wow. Oh, I'm so happy. The last mango sticky rice I had in Chiang Rai was a little bit of a miss. So I'm really glad that I know that there's good quality mango sticky rice that's like a 12-minute walk from where Graham and I are staying for the week. This is gonna be good.
Okay, this is gonna be like this is the end of the tour for today. It's the last stop already. If no one hungry anymore, I can say mission complete for today. Yeah. Me at May want to say like thank you so much for coming with a chef tour also with us. Hopefully we give you some experience about the food here. Maybe when you have more time in Thailand, you have more confidence to order the food, or maybe more confidence to try the street food.
All right, we just finished the tour. We started that tour at 3:30 this afternoon, and it is currently 8:45.
That's insane.
Like we've
That
been
is
eating
absolutely crazy.
for hours, which I'm not complaining whatsoever. And like we didn't really have to walk that far in between, so legitimately we've just been eating for many hours.
Yeah.
It was honestly amazing. We did go a little bit over time because our group was so chatty, but I
incredible.
absolutely loved that.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot completely that, you know, we've only slept for a couple hours and I'm super tired now that we're walking back. I realize how tired I am.
Yeah,
So we'll probably give the rest of this update at the place.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you back there.
Wow, I am stuffed.
So full.
It took us a little bit longer to walk home because I feel like we're both just like waddling at this point.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know if I've ever eaten for that like long of a span of time in my entire life.
But anyways, I think this is where we're going to end this video today. It's been a very long day for us.
It's been a long day.
But we have lots of exciting plans here in Bangkok. There is so much to do, so much to see. But for right now, we need to sleep.
Yeah. So I've said it once and I'll say it again. If you're coming to Bangkok, you got to check out a chef's tour because that was an incredible experience, and we highly recommend that if you're in the Bangkok area.
Yeah, honestly, like they named it perfectly. They really took you on the back streets. Like Graham and I were thinking, or we even said to each other as we were kind of walking down, these are the streets that we'd be like, oh, where is Google Maps even leading us? Like, you know, like they started to get a little bit smaller, narrower. Sometimes, you know, as a foreigner, don't feel as comfortable kind of maneuvering through those kinds of streets on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't usually stop at like restaurants to eat there, so we would have just never seen lots of these places that they took us to.
We'll put all of their information in the description below because that is an experience everybody needs to take part in.
Yes, so we hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye! and then also our guide. Hey, and sorry. Yeah, I have, okay, yeah. Yes, Thai spirit first, which is alcohol.
Really?
Well, I don't know, maybe people don't know.